Okay, really quick, this is a charging line right there. What does it do? How to use it? I'll show you. There's the charging line right there. It's on the first floor of the store. Goes up to someplace, right? So my gauges are in right there, you see. My vacuum hose hooked up over there. 1 through 3. 3 tanks, right? So the high pressure from the tanks are going into my gauges, right? All of these are open, so the manifold's open. And now through here, this charging manifold is a lower pressure, okay, than those 3 tanks. So those 3 tanks are pushing the refrigerant through my gauges and into that charging manifold. Try to be considerate of the store staff, but I'll just show you how that kind of works. So we have to walk through all the way back here. I'm going to go up and see that rack. I just want to show you. Now I would have to carry all 225 pounds up that ladder. So what that charging line does is that charging line bypasses that ladder over there, so I no longer need to bring and lug all my refrigerant up there. Also, I'm using tanks right now, but like if you look right here, there's no charging line up there because it goes right into the penthouse, and we'll go find it. But so in a perfect world, the store I would have gone to would have had bullet cylinders, and now all I got to do is put a bullet cylinder on a little hand cart, you see, and I can, you know, push it out of the little hand cart, okay, bring it up the elevator, put it right over to that charging station, boom, 100 pounds right off the bullet cylinder right in. No problem, right? But they didn't have bullet cylinders, so we got to use all these little 25-pound jugs, right? But so now we're at the penthouse and get in here. So here's the rack. So fortunately, on these good old racks, they wrote, some saint wrote how many pounds it takes, 1,200 on the side. Over here is 1,500 pounds. So 200 pounds hopefully will be all right. But, so basically, if we follow, right, if we go down here, we can see that this is where our charging line comes up. And fortunately, somebody, again, another angel, some refrigeration angel out there, that wrote on it what it is. So if you follow that line, we have one little going right there with a sight glass and a hand valve, right? We go, keep on following it. Over here, we have another one with a little hand valve, right? So this is rack B, I believe, and over there is rack A, okay? Fortunately, this is the same type of refrigerant. They're both 507, so you don't really have to worry about cross-contamination or anything. So basically, we'll take this hose here, hook it up, and you can hook it up to the header, right? The suction header of the rack, right? So we're going to come over here, and you can see I already did it. I hooked up my hose from my truck, hooked it into this service valve, opened up that service valve, opened up this hand valve. So now those high pressure tanks of liquid refrigerant, right, let's say they're around 200 psi, are now going up this charging manifold through here, and they're looking for a lower pressure. Remember, high pressure goes to low pressure, okay? So we got this charge line, and now we're pushing in the high pressure refrigerant into the suction side of the rack, into this plus 13 degree header. Now, I actually did make a bit of a mistake here, and I didn't realize this because this isn't a normal store I work at, but I should have used the negative 28 degree header because this would have been a lower pressure. So I might actually turn that valve and switch it over just to make sure I got every last drop of refrigerant out of those tanks. But anyway, so just thought I'd mention, that's how you use a charging line for your system. You know, they're pretty useful. We got to add 225 pounds of gas. We might have to add a little bit to this one over here. And yeah, or just make it a lot easier than bringing up the 200 pounds up top. So anyway, that's how you do it. Hope you learned something today. Be on the lookout for these charging lines. Sometimes they're also at the bottom of stairs, right? So you don't got to lug a tank all the way up, you know, and sometimes they're in, like this place, it's in a closet filled with bakery stuff. Why they would do that, I don't know, but they did. So it is what it is. Anyway, like, subscribe, and all that. Hopefully you found this profitable. Hopefully you learned a thing or two about a thing or two. And if you want to comment something below to help other people learn a thing or two about a thing or two, please feel the inclination to do so. I'm learning a lot from you guys. Hopefully other people are too. Anyway, that's how you do it. And you have a good one.